every Sunday at 7 p.m. Sorry, I literally just sat down, so I apologize. But I do have a couple of announcements for you before we begin. Now, first and foremost, we try to do this every Sunday. I will explain that in just a second. But when we do our live Q&As, we do a couple different things that's a little fun if you want to do that with us. And that is if you want to let us know where you're from. We always find it interesting where everybody's at in the quail world. And then if you've hatched eggs from us this week, you can let us know what that hatch rate was, as we will keep that on our records and update our records. And we have a lot of fun. So make sure you do so. I will announce the announcements first. So first and foremost, I did find out just a little while ago that I will be going out of town for a few days this week. So any texts or emails midweek, it'll take me longer to get back to you. You're more than welcome to still email or text, but it'll be a couple of days most likely. So I'll still have my phone on me. It completely depends on where I'm at and what I'm doing. So you can feel free to call, but that doesn't mean I'll be able to answer either. So this week might be a little touch and go as far as contacting me individually. So please be patient with that. Second is next Sunday is Halloween, and my kids are going trick-or-treating. So I am not doing a live Q&A, but I've got even better news for you. We'll actually be doing our live Q&A next Monday, which will be November 1st. And so we're going to announce the 18 and under winner next Monday. So we won't have a live next Sunday, but Monday we will make up for it. We will do the 18 and under contest winner then, as well as 2 Wynola Ranch giveaways for adults on that live. So that's super exciting as well. It's a brand new cage that has not came out yet. We will be doing an unveiling on our YouTube channel. I'm hoping this week, but again, I'll be out of town. But we'll at least have them, we'll at least have it set up because they sent me one to test it. So we will have that set up for the live Q&A next Monday. And then hopefully we will have the video out before we do that. But 2 free giveaways for Wynola Ranch cages, which is going to be super cool. And then the 18 and under contest winner for next Monday. So next Sunday is canceled. We are rescheduling for Monday. And with the 18 and under contest, hopefully you saw it. I know a lot of people did. Next Monday is the 25th. Oh, hold on. Wait. I gotta look. Hold on. I'm so sorry. There we are. Okay. Yep. I was not smart. I don't know what else to say. All right. So we'll be on next Sunday. Not a big deal. That won't be a problem at all. We'll be on next Sunday. It'll be the 31st, which is Halloween. We won't be going on. But that Monday, everything is still on. So that Monday, we'll be doing a live. We'll do the 18 and under contest, and we'll still do the Wynola Ranch cages. But that's 2 weeks from now. I apologize. I've been in a rush all day trying to get stuff done so I can get out of town this weekend. I apologize. Thanks for, I saw the comment real quick, so I apologize about that. But everything else I said was right. Let me get back to the comments here. Let's see. All right. And then, yeah, so the 18 and under contest, we did a video on it this week and shared everything that was going on. Yes, it is for U.S. residents only at this time. And we are getting some more people that are wanting to get involved with it. So I'm going to have to work that out, but we are going to be adding even more to it, which is super cool. In the past 2 weeks, we did get enough donations to send our last winner, Xavier, a Nurturite 360, which goes out tomorrow. So that's very exciting. So thank you for all the donations, which goes to my next spot, our next thing. If you would like to do no donations, you can do the $ sign in the comment section. You can do a super chat or super sticker. It's pretty much just a donation towards the channel, and we're taking any donations that you put in, and we are putting it towards an incubator for the 18 and under contest winners. So we had enough for shipping and a Nurture Right 360 and a small little gift. But that was in his email, and I'm sending him something a little else. So if you would like to donate to the 18 and under contest, it's the $ at the bottom in the comment section. And if you could be so kind to like this video, I would appreciate it. We are growing exponentially, like I said in the past couple of videos. We've gained, I think, 900 subscribers in the past 27 days, which is fantastic. And we are getting 400, 500, 600 likes on each video. So I really appreciate everything that everybody's doing. Thank you very, very much. If you are new or have not subscribed, if you could, that would be great. We've got a lot of great videos coming your way. So subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. And another little tidbit is international shipping. I did get some words with someone yesterday to confirm some things. We still have to send some paperwork in. We still have to go through some more red tape, but it does look like that will be approved sooner rather than later. So that's always a plus. I think that is all my notes, and I'm going to take a drink and recoup because the past 6 minutes has been a little rough, so I apologize in advance. But we're gonna be fine from now on. I just gotta slow down a little bit. All right, so again, I will be out of town this week. Those dates were right. I don't know when exactly I'm leaving. I think it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I'm not too sure yet. And then next week is normal for the live Q&A. And the Sunday of Halloween will be moving it to that Monday, but we've got a big day filled, and I'll be doing a video on it as well. Thank you. So I did say thank you to all the supporters that are donating. Again, Jasmine, thank you very, very much for donating to the 18 and under contest. We are at 0, so we are starting our donations for next month's winner, which will be announced in 2 weeks and 1 day. So thank you very much, Jasmine. I appreciate that. And I mentioned, thank you to all of you that are liking the videos, watching the videos, subscribing, and donating. But I did want to do a special shout out to all of those that are purchasing from our website as well. We are having a huge influx in sales as well. And we are making sure that you get the best quality that we can possibly give you. But I've noticed a huge increase in that as well. So I just want to say thank you to that. And make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, so we do 3 things. If you want to let us know where you're from, that's fun. Second is if you've hatched eggs from us, let me know. And third is ask your questions, and I will be happy to help. I am going out of town this week, like I've mentioned, so we are not doing any giveaways tonight, as that I don't trust anybody else to do it right. So Dale's Quails, thank you very much. $20 donation to the Incubator for the 18 under contest. Thank you very much. Plus, he is also donating a brooder every month with shipping to the winner. So that is fantastic as well. So thank you very, very much on that. Okay. Whew. I didn't know I was going out of town until later on today. Or earlier today, and I just was not prepared because it was supposed to be like 2 weeks ago, and then it never happened, never got a hold of him, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, by the way, I need him picked up this week, I don't have room. And I'm like, oh! So I apologize. C. Yonk, I just saw that you donated as well. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, Chuck. And again, I think that we all know that it's going to a great cause. So thank you very much. All right, here we go. It's going to go a lot smoother going forward, okay? Hit the like button, support the channel. Del Rey is in the house. Hello, welcome. S.O. Swanson says, hello, everyone from Memphis, here for more education. Awesome. Hopefully we can give you some of that tonight. Verna says, Verna is our moderator on here on our YouTube channel. She does a fantastic job. She helps me out during the week with paperwork and YouTube and Newbie Quail Lovers Facebook group and a whole lot of stuff. So she takes a lot off my plate. So thank you very much, Verna. And she does a great job on here. Verna says, I'm in Ohio. Oh, never mind. She's talking to somebody else. Talking to someone. Jasmine is in the house. Hello, fellow quail peeps. Tuning in from Southwest Missouri, building our new incubator as I watch, listen. Awesome. Best of luck to you, and that's always fun. Del Rey is in Arkansas. Welcome. I'll be passing through there this week. Robin C says hello. S.O. Swanson says, not talking to me. Not talking to me. Del Rey says lots of good things here in Boonville, Arkansas, I believe it was. Jasmine says, is not talking to me. Not talking to me. Verna says, thumbs up, everyone. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Joan here for more inspiration from Southern Arizona. Welcome. Glad you're here. S.O. Swanson says, not talking to me. Not talking to me. Joan says, wearing my Whiskey Tango Farms Quail Are Everywhere shirt. Awesome. Very cool. It is a little chilly. Fall hit us, and it hit us hard. So it's been a little chilly out today. S.O. Swanson says, this is definitely the place for inspiration. Well, thank you very much. Velvet Nick says, I hit the thumbs up. Absolutely. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We had over 400 likes on the live bird sales video, and that was before it even got started. I saw that, and I think it's because I set it as a premiere like 24 hours in advance, so people were supporting the channel by just doing that, and that's awesome. That's super, super cool. I'm very excited about it. So again, thank you to all that are supporting us. Grafted Branch Homestead's in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Grafted Branch Homestead says, hey y'all, really excited to get to be on here tonight. Hope you all are well. Absolutely. Richard Brown's in the house, is on time. That's awesome. I'm glad you're here. Juanita Fields is in the house, says hello, welcome, glad you're here. Joan says the 18 and under contest winners will be so blessed, as are us all. Absolutely. They've got it going on. They've got the whole setup going, so that's pretty cool. They got everything. If you have not watched the video, I highly encourage you to watch it just to see what the 18 and under contest winners receive, to promote and educate and encourage them for self-sufficiency and entrepreneurship and learning responsibility and getting off their phone and trying to have some good influences and this, that, and the other. So, so yeah, I highly recommend you check that out. I posted it just the other day. Let's see. Grafted Branch says, I just tried to join the Newbie Quail group. Try stay away from Facebook, but excited. There you go. We love the Newbie Quail Lovers Facebook group. It is growing exponentially as well. We were the largest Facebook group in quail, and then Facebook shut me down. So now we'll start over. That's all right. Brandon says, hey everyone, I'm new here. Welcome. Why is it always 18 and under giveaways? Like, why 18 and under? Because I want the next generation to do better than what we are doing. And I want them to have passions for something. And I want to encourage and help them, as well as the rest of our sponsors, such as Dale's Quails and Winola Ranch, and Whiskey Tango Farms. I was going to mention everybody that donated last month, but I'm going to miss a name and I didn't print the email out. So I'm not going to do that. But everyone that's donated so far and everyone that's donated today, we really are taking a very enthusiastic push towards the next generation and helping them along their way. So that is why. Richard Brown says, I hatched 45% of the eggs that I got from, I forgot to turn. Not bad at all. Congratulations. That's not bad. Hopefully they're doing all well. And there was no issues at hatch. Plenty of giveaways for the rest of us too. Yes, absolutely. We do. I tell you what, let's do that. Our YouTube lives have been going for mainly 2 hours. So Verna, you're gonna kill me. If you will be so kind to pick a winner at the 1 hour mark and then pick a winner at the 2 hour mark, best question wins. We'll do 230 counts, but whoever wins, I might not get you out till next week. Depends on when I'm leaving. Because I've got some extra paperwork to do because it's not going through the website or anything. So yeah, let's just do 2 giveaways for people that are 18 and over because we do that as well. We just don't promote it as much. So yeah, two winners, one at the 1 hour mark, one at the 2 hour mark. So get your questions in and I will get your answers before I get off here. Whew. Lost my spot. I got it. Moon Outdoors is in the house. I think they were a winner last week, which is awesome. In Ohio, welcome. Glad you're here. Shelly is in the house from South Carolina. Welcome. Jesse Mills is in the house. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Robin C says Zach is very generous with his time, knowledge, and the giveaways too. I try to be, and so is the other donators that are doing this, such as Dale's Quail. I mean, he's giving something away every month, as well as I think he donated last month to the Incubator, and then he donated this month as well. So he's a huge contributor. Whiskey Tango Farms is as well. Wynola Ranch has been with me from the very beginning. I think I did one 18 and under contest just for the eggs itself, and Wynola Ranch reached out and said, well, they need a cage, so yeah, we'll do it too. And they've been on top of it every month since. So I did not reach out to anyone. Well, I didn't reach out to Wynola Ranch. They just jumped in and have been gracious with us ever since. So yeah, we've got a lot of great people behind us that are doing that. Zayef says, it is, yes, Eastern Standard Time at 7 though. Lost my spot. While we're waiting, Homestead says, good evening, everyone, from Wyandotte County, Ohio. Welcome. Glad you're here. Everyday Oil Mommies is in the house from Sacramento, California. My Myshire auction surprise eggs go on lockdown Thursday. Wish us luck. I'm usually at 88 to 100% hatch rate for my local unshipped eggs. Can't wait for hatch. Awesome. Best of luck to you. And obviously keep me posted for sure. You can always post on here what the average hatch rate was. We guarantee a 50%. We're sitting at a 75.3% hatch rate on shipped eggs for the year. And so yeah, you're more than welcome to let us know on here, or you can text me during the week or email me. Verna did put my phone number and email in the comments, but it's 937-760-7282. And then my email is Zach, Z-A-C-K, at myshirefarm.com. But best of luck to you. ZF says, I'm from Eastern Oklahoma. Welcome. Glad you're here. Rhineck Poultry and Aviary is in the house from North Carolina. Hope everyone is doing well. Absolutely. Lauren Bott is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Psycho Ward from Vegas is in the house. Welcome. Phil Granger is in the house from Kentucky, as well as Brandon Hall from Greensburg, Kentucky. Welcome. Donna's in the house from Cool, Illinois. Absolutely. It's very chilly out here today. Woke up this morning and I was like, oh, so it hit, huh? So the past 2 weeks I've been kind of winterizing the farm, you know, waters and this and the cows and getting animals where they're supposed to go for winter and winterizing our house. And I'm a little behind and now I got to go out of town. So it's gonna be miserable when I gotta finish winterizing when I get back, but should have started earlier. Let's see, Rich Brown says, question I have, an 11-ounce Tibetan, will it be good to exit with Jumbo Wild, breed it with Jumbo Wild? You can, sure, absolutely. Typically, I like Tibetan to Tibetan, but we don't always do that. We switch things around here. we do things really different than most people because we look at it as a long-term process, and we don't want chick issues. You know, we're not just a 1 year stop. We're not just a 1 year business. You know, we want to be a quail provider for ever. I want my kids to take it over. I want this to be a family business from generation to generation to generation. So we do things a little bit differently. I like Tibetan to Tibetan for most of the time, but when we take the Tibetans out, we do put pharaohs with them. So yeah, I would put the wild with it. I think that's a great idea. Dale's Quail says, good evening, everyone from Wisconsin. Hope everyone's week was as busy as ours. You all have to keep us up. You all have to keep us on our toes. Absolutely. Um, Am I guess the kids are home. Is it me or am I buffering? Because my iPad's buffering, but it could just be that I'm in this room tonight. Because I was not about to go outside because it is cold. I didn't want to sit out there. Grafter Branch Homestead says, just filled out the questions. I must not be talking to me. Jennifer is in the house. Hello all, welcome, glad you're here. Grafter Branch Homestead says, hey Zach from New Mexico, welcome. As of an hour ago, my Myshire eggs hit day 2 in incubation. Couldn't be more excited. Awesome. Best of luck to you. And I believe you won those on our live Q&A as well. So that's super cool. So best of luck. S.O. Swanson says, okay, but next week is the 24th. You meant 2 weeks for Halloween. I did. I apologize. You might have been the one that I saw comment. So I do apologize about that. We will be live next Sunday for sure. And then the following week, we're skipping that one and going to a Monday instead. Tim is in the house. Liam and Tin from Michigan, welcome. I think I might possibly be going to Michigan next week for a drop-off. So that will be fun. Donna says, wait, yes, yeah, I'm so sorry. Katrina's in the house from Gilroy, California, welcome. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, everybody. High Hopes Farm Life says, hey, Zach, Verna, and the rest of the Quail Nation from Denmark, Maine. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Love the name. I'm glad you're here. William Markle's in the house. Hello and greetings from Southwest Pennsylvania. Welcome. Glad you're here. Michael says, hello from New Zealand. Very cool. Love to go there. I have a question. Did you try to keep quail more free? I know they can't be kept fully free range, but I would like to give them more natural habitat, but commercial farming. No, I don't think so. Let me explain my point of view. You could do an aviary and they do fine. They're not going to be as productive. You could do a quail tractor, which is awesome. They just won't be as productive. Not only that, but if you're doing commercial style, then I mean, you spend hours and hours and hours collecting eggs and doing inventory and doing the stuff that you should be doing commercially. So yes, you can put them in more of a natural habitat. And I mean, yeah, you have a big enough aviary, then that's free ranging as best as they can, you know. They still have to be safe, but it would be, you'd be sacrificing a lot of time to do a commercial scale on that kind of environment, if that makes sense. So it's doable if you're willing to give up that time. Greg is in the house. Hi, everyone from Alabama. Welcome. Peepaw Philly's in the house. Evening all. I believe you're in Louisiana. Welcome. I'll be going to Louisiana. Very cool. Frederick's in the house from Delaware, checking in. Welcome. Robin C says, LOL. I was like, oh, I sleep a full week during my siesta. Yeah, I don't know how I even saw the calendar wrong. I talked to Wynola Ranch and they said, let's do a Halloween giveaway for the adults since we're making a big deal about the kids. And I said, that's great. What do you want to do? And they said, here's a cage. I'm sending it to you. Do a video on it and give 2 of those away for one of your lives. And I said, okay. And then I looked and I said, oh, Halloween's on a Sunday. And then Jenna said, hey, we're going to your mom's house on Halloween. And I said, okay. And then I don't know. I just didn't put it together. So we're live next Sunday right here like normal. Whew, I was rough. Velvet is in the house joining from Navarre, Ohio. I've never heard of that place in Ohio. Huh. Katrina says, sold the same number of eggs at volleyball as last week, but gave some to someone who gets a stomach ache while with chicken eggs. Asked him to let me know if they don't give him a stomach ache. Very cool. That's great. That's awesome. Congratulations. You're doing extremely well. And yeah, selling the same amount, you know, that's kind of what you kind of want to do. I mean, obviously you want to sell out, but it'll take 3 or 4 weeks before you start seeing an increase, you know. Here's a good rule of thumb. Whatever you do now will affect you 3 to 4 weeks from now. So whatever marketing or advertising, which is what you're doing, whatever marketing and advertising you're doing now won't affect you tomorrow or right that moment. It'll affect you 3 or 4 weeks from now. So just keep that in mind and just stay patient. But absolutely, you're doing great, and you are doing things to make you successful, which is awesome. PJ's Family Farms in the house from New York. Welcome. I love New York. Craig is in the house. How do you enter to win? It's anyone that's 18 and under, and you just email me. I highly suggest you check out the video, though. We've got a lot of information in there. Most of the people that are on here kind of already know about it, so I won't go into all of it. But it's a great cause. I just posted the video Friday. I definitely would check it out to see everything you win. It's super cool. Jennifer Myers is in the house. My eggs have arrived and went into the incubator 10/15. 17th, I think. 2 extra thermometers and 1 extra hydrometer. All is looking good. That's awesome. Keep me posted on that. Best of luck to you. Nikki James is in the house. Hi, all from East Central Missouri. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And usually for my trip, I know a lot of people asked, usually I go through Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, and then Louisiana, I believe. And then when I come back, I go through Arkansas and go Missouri, and then cut over to Indiana. I've got a friend over in Missouri that I usually stop and have lunch with, or dinner. Depends on when I get there. I know a lot of people ask. So I most likely will be going through Missouri. That's not been confirmed, but I'll probably go through Missouri too. I hit like 12 states every time I go to Louisiana. I don't know why I do it. Verna says, hit the thumbs up button. Absolutely. Support the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. My goal is, I always think you should have goals, even if they're out of your control. But my goal is always to get 125 likes on our YouTube lives. So far, we've hit it every week, which is super cool. But you know, you'll always have an off week, you know? So it's going to be a long night. And a long tomorrow. I got to get a lot of stuff done before I go. So yeah, hit the like button, support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Michael says, okay, so you're collecting eggs manually from Aviary. I keep mine in Aviary with inside box as well, but can't really imagine to collect eggs every day. Sure. And that's kind of what we were talking about as well. I think it's a great, if I was not selling as much as I do, I hate using commercial. I don't know why. I just don't like defining myself as a commercial. I don't know. I don't want to be commercial. I don't want to be a company or an LLC. That's why you never see Myshire Farm LLC. We are. It's just me. It's me and my wife and Papa the Builder and George, and that's what we do. This is our life. So it's just a family owned and operated thing. I think I mentioned it on the Quail for Profit video we did last Monday. MPIP has officially updated our status as instead of being a backyard operation, now we are considered a hatchery. So that's out of my control. Good and bad, I guess. But yeah, as far as commercial goes, it would be a heartache for you unless you can get them to lay somewhere specific, which you might be able to do. But having the rollout cages, having them inside, giving them max production, I mean, as far as commercially go, it's not really feasible, but it is feasible if you're not doing commercial, if that makes sense. William says, new eggs, me too, mine were on the 10th. Awesome, best of luck to you and keep me posted. Greg says, is to there any other people here from Alabama? We usually have a couple people from Alabama. Again, Jasmine Bass said, for the future quail addicted kids, LOL. They donated $5. Verna is taking our notes down. So yes, if you want to do donations, it is the $ in the corner of the comment section. And that is going for an incubator every month towards the 18 and under contest. At the end of every month, I will give the totals of what we've been given donated and tell you how that was allocated. So for example, the past 2 weeks, we got donations and we had enough for a Nurture Right 360 as well as shipping. And because of his email, again, I didn't read it because it was very personal, but I'm sending him something a little bit else, but that was going towards it. Unfortunately, I just don't feel comfortable telling you what it was. Yeah, so any donations will get straight to that. So thank you very much, Jasmine. Nick Dorr is in the house. Hey, everyone. Coming in from Evans, Colorado this evening. Had 60 quail hatch from 120 jumbo mixed eggs. Pretty sure I had a humidity issue during lockdown. That's still not too bad, even with the humidity issue. That means that you probably would have had a pretty high one. So not bad at all. I can't really complain. Hopefully you know how to fix it. If you don't, feel free to ask and I'll help you figure out what exactly happened. But not too, oh, I guess I'll write it down, huh? 60 out of 110 jumbo mix. Oh dear. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. Lauren Bott is in the house. Question, been looking into sex links more. Watched your video. Great info, by the way. Thank you. But I'm still confused how it works. Why do the specific colors stay with the different genders? Why do the specific colors stay with the different genders? I don't really know what that means. I'm sure you asked it right. I just can't figure it out in my head. Okay, so with sex links, I love sex links. I think anyone that's doing quail for profit should have sex links. I think it's fantastic. You can sell chicks for a higher profit because you can sell them hens. I think if you're doing quail for profit, then you have to wrap your brain about selling males and butchering males and freezing males for falconers and reptiles, raw dog food. I mean, that's just a way of life. And so if you separate, you know, it's just, God, sex links are just amazing. I mean, we do great with sex links. It's hard for me to understand why a lot of people don't get them. It's not one of our higher selling ones. And I go, other than the jumbo wild, sex links are, I mean, that's quail for profit. That's it. You need that. So I do love sex links a lot. So as far as I know, and I could be wrong, so keep that in mind. This is just me talking. As far as I know, the Roo gene is the only way you can create sex links in quail. So you have to have the Roo gene. And the Roo gene really just means that it's a red gene. It's the red head of the family in Coturnix quail. So you can produce sex links with anything that has the exact same with the Roo gene. So for example, like the autumn amber is the Roo gene of the Italian, right? So you can put those together and create sex links. The Egyptian is the Roo dilute, the Roo gene of the wild. So you can put those two and make sex links, which is what we do, because the autumn amber and the Italian just look so close together at chicks that that it's just kind of, it's too rough on day one. So we like the Egyptian and the Pharaohs. But anyways, I'm making this a long story. I'm sorry. You can't put Egyptians with Italians and get sex links, because they're not on the same, they're just not the same. But you can put Egyptians with Pharaohs and you can put autumn ambers with Italians, but you cannot put autumn ambers with wilds and get sex links. Just like Egyptians and Italians, you can't get sex links. But if they're the same, just added with the roux gene, you can. And we are testing a theory, and I was told that if you have the feed gene, they cannot produce sex links, which I believe we're doing the third round. So unless we got super, super lucky 2 rounds in a row, that is false. You can do the sex link gene with feed gene. Um, we have been doing it with the Fab fees and the Egyptian fees. And this will be our third time. So if by chance we just got super lucky with the exact numbers of what we were supposed to get. So we're going to test it one more time. And this time I think we're putting in like 45 eggs because it was just a trial run kind of thing. But it looks like that is completely correct. So that'll be super cool as well. But Lauren, if that did not explain it, I tried to explain it the best I could. But if that doesn't, and you have a specific question, please ask because I want you to be able to wrap your head around it. Blue Farm is in the house. Hello from Washington. Sorry we are late. Not a problem. I'm a talker, so you didn't miss much. Katrina's in the house. Went to the frozen yogurt place yesterday. Owner knows I have quail and wants some to eat once I am ready. She asked how they are doing when I have some ready. She wants them alive to process herself. That is super cool. You are on a roll. So the live Quail for Profit video yesterday was timely. There you go. That's awesome. Very cool. I am doing a Quail for Profit playlist if you are new on this. And we are doing it. Thank you very much, Jessie Mills. I appreciate that. She donated $5 and said, here's to the next generation. Thank you very much. And like I said, at the end of every month, when I announce the winner for November, I will give you the totals for October as far as the donations go and what we put it towards. So that everybody can be up to date with it. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, so if you are new, I do a Quail for Profit playlist every Saturday that is trying to help you generate some business off of your Coturnix quail. And I've had a ton of people reach out and tell me that it really is helping. So that's great. I will keep going. Our days this week might be a little off just because I'll be out of town. Papa the Builder actually went out of town today. He went to go see a friend in Chicago that is not doing very well. So I think he's gone until like Tuesday, and I think I'm leaving Tuesday. So he might not be doing a video maybe later on this week. I'm not too sure. I've got the quail color video already done. I have not done the Quail for Profit video. So I'll put everything out. It just might not be on the normal days like it is. So just make sure that you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for notifications so you don't miss them. But this week might be a little off on the dates. Dale's Quails donated $20 to the next generation of quailers. Thank you very much. Like I said, not only does he donate for the incubator, but he also gives away a brooder from his website, which you can check out, which is dalesquails.com. Which is very generous. He donates one to the 18 and under contest winners every month, which is super cool. Peepaw Philly says the 18 and younger giveaway is just awesome. I'm starting an exhibit at a petting zoo here in Louisiana. I start on the 1st. It's looking quite good. I will have the run of my section. Exciting. That is very cool. Congratulations and best of luck. Chuck Yonk is in the house. Evening, everyone. Chuck Yonk from East Texas checking in. Again, donated $5 to the 18 and under contest. So thank you very much. I truly appreciate that. And it's going to a great cause. So thank you very much. Otis says 18 hatch from 30 growl feed tuxedo. Definitely had humidity problems in lockdown. It is that time of season. That's still not bad. Congratulations. 18. Still not too bad. This is the type of season that it's going to get real cold at night and warm up during the day. So your incubators are going to fluctuate a little bit. So you want to make sure that you're keeping an eye on that. As the fluctuation is what hurts. Just keep that in mind because I've heard that twice already on here. Zayaf says, I take donations as well. There you go. Nikki James says, question, the fan went out on my incubator, but temp is holding well. What do I need to do differently till I get a replacement? I wouldn't do anything. I'd leave them be. I'd let it go. Hopefully it won't help, or hopefully it won't hurt too much. Um, I mean, obviously you want the circulation. I would assume, well, I tell you this, I would make sure that you are for sure it's reading correctly. Um, well, you should do that all the time, but I would make sure that your humidity is reading correctly at all times, because without that circulation, it's going to get real humid in there without the fan, which might be okay. It might not be a big deal. I'd let it ride, but just make sure that you can keep an eye on that and keep track of it, so that if something does happen, you know when it happened and where it happened. Tanya Faraway Farms donated $5. My son asks, where are good places to sell hatching eggs online or chicks through? Oh, I lost the question. Where are... Okay, hold on. Well, that's weird. I don't have the comment on here. Why don't I have the comment on here? Oh, because this is delayed. Sure, that makes sense. All right, hold on, guys. I'd like to answer that since she donated. It's not what I want. I don't know why I'm having so much issues. Oh, here we are. I apologize. Let's see. My son asks, where are good places to sell hatching eggs online or chicks through? Well, you can sell chicks online. I don't recommend you shipping them. So Craigslist is a local way to do it. eBay, if you're doing eggs, I don't think you can do birds on there. I know a couple people do Amazon. I actually have an account that someone sells through Amazon and I drop ship for them. Let's see, Craigslist, Hoobly, eBay, Amazon. There's a couple. I'll think about it until I get to your question, but there's a few. And we do have Quail for Profit videos that are telling you exactly where to look. So, I mean, you can also look at reptile shows, you can look at farmers markets, you can look at falconers in your area, and so on and so forth. I lost my spot. I apologize. Here we go. Katrina says, looking forward to getting some Myshire gold hatching eggs soon. Awesome. I'll be happy to help you out when you're ready. ZF says, what's all around good quail breed for meat and eggs from Eastern Oklahoma? Jumbo Wilds. Jumbo Wilds or Jumbo Egyptian, any Jumbo. Jumbo Wilds are absolutely going to be the largest. Jumbo, as far as the Jumbos lines go, the Jumbo Wilds are by far the biggest in eggs and meat. The Jumbo Egyptians are big and they're feather sexable and they're cool because they carry the Ru gene, which means you can create a bunch of different colors down the road, and that's really cool. The Jumbo White Wings are definitely the prettiest, and they're big and feather sexable. And the Jumbo Whites are not feather sexable, but they are huge. Like they're close to the Jumbo Wild size, but they're more consistent in egg laying. So, I mean, I'm still going to say Jumbo Wilds, but there's a benefit to each one of them. And I just told you, there you go. So Jumbos. Ericism, I like it, says, I am in Ohio. Welcome. I'm in Ohio as well. I want to get started with quail. I am fascinated by them. I just ordered eggs. I am here to learn about everything I can. Awesome. Best of luck to you, and let me know if I can help in any which way. Ask your questions. If you have a question, ask away, because there's people on, like, I said this on my Quail for Profit video. My wife just doesn't understand the YouTube live thing. Like, she just doesn't feel comfortable asking questions on something like this. So there are people that might be watching that's just not comfortable with asking the questions on here. So if you do have a question, most likely someone else has the same question, they just don't want to ask. So ask your questions, I'll be happy to help. Phil says, question, near Louisville, Kentucky, welcome. Is there any way to buy ready-to-eat quail? Not started with ours yet, but would like to start eating some. I don't know who has some. You could try on Craigslist, find some people local that sell Coturnix quail and see if they sell any butcher. We don't butcher. We do sell live quail. Blah, blah, blah. We do sell live quail that you can butcher yourself. That's ready to butcher, but we don't actually butcher anymore. Marius Bullings is in the house from South Africa. Welcome. I know it's super late there, so I thank you for showing up. I appreciate that. And I did see your post, and it looks like you had a fantastic day the other day for Quail for Profit. Great setup, very creative. I was very impressed. So keep up the good work. That was super cool. Otis is in the house, Central Kentucky here. Welcome. I'm going to try something else just real quick. That would be cool if I don't have to look so far. Oh, yeah. That helps my back. That helps. All right. So, not talking to me. Flew the Coop Farms. I like the name. I like the name. There's very much to do with a name in a business. You got to have a good name. Says hi from Urick, Missouri. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Steve Massey says they're in Oklahoma. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Joan is in the house, donated $5 for the kids. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. And that is going towards an incubator for the 18 and under contest winner for November. We just hit the number to do October, so I'm sending that out tomorrow for the winner that we announced just a couple weeks ago. And so now we're trying to make enough money to buy another incubator for next month. So thank you very much for your donation. If you would also like to donate, it's at the bottom in the comment section, a little $sign. Witch Doctor says, we are hatching out jumbos as we speak, 25 so far. Awesome. Best of luck to you. And keep me posted. I'd love to know the final hatch rate. Carrie says, good evening, everyone. Welcome. Glad you're here. Oh, also, by the way, believe it or not, I know, I'm not the only person that sells quail. I know, it's weird. But if I had I had 3 emails this week that said that they sent me like on lives in the past couple of weeks their hatch rates, and then they told me that they weren't for me. So then I had to go back and get the number. So I'd love to know what your hatch rates are, even if they aren't from me. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Just make sure I know in the comments, so I'm not putting that towards our hatch rate. But that's cool. Let's see. Marius says the market went very well. Thanks. Awesome. Zayef says, what's your favorite breed of quail? Well, favorite breed is Coturnix. But favorite color, the favorite jumbo I have is Jumbo Wilds. Favorite color, Pansy Fees. I just love them. I lost my spot. I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. Mike says, hi all from New Hampshire. What time is your rant? Don't want to miss it. We'll be in Ohio next week and we'll miss your show. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And I'm gonna keep those. I was told shut my mouth is what I was told. So no more rants for me. Or, I mean, I'll have rants, but yeah. Jenna got some hate emails and told me to shut up. Jerry says, do you ship jumbo babies? We do not. We do not ship jumbo, but we'll ship jumbo. The 3 jumbos that we have that are feather saxable, we sell as breeder sets on our website. And then the jumbo whites, we actually sell as teen sets on the website. But no chicks. They are way too heat dependent. Junie's from Chester, Virginia. Welcome. Glad you're here. Kelly says, hey, Zach, been catching up on all the playlists and loving it. And thanks for watching me be ridiculous on Whiskey Tango Talk live last week. Love this community so much. Whiskey Tango Farms goes live every Wednesday. Yep. They go live every... Sharon Caudell, thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. I thank you very much to the 18 and under contest donation. $20 will go a long way for an incubator for them. If we have extra, then we'll obviously put it. It depends. Sometimes we might, if it's at the end of the month, we might put it towards the next month's, or we might send them a gift card to Tractor Supply to get more feed or whatever. I'm not too sure yet. I'm working on a feed situation now. But thank you very much for the donation. I truly appreciate it, and I will mention it when I get to your comment as well. But yes, so Whiskey Tango Farms goes live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Central. And they do a live Q&A as well if you want to check that out on their YouTube channel, Whiskey Tango Farms. And last week they had Kelly on, and it was pretty funny. I would check it out. It was pretty funny. Ed got Bates in the house. Hi, Zach. The package is on its way. All right. Thank you very much. That's not all the comments, is it? No. Okay. I've got a technical issue. Please hold. Give me just a second here. I apologize. Let's see. That still doesn't look right. Hey, I got 96 likes. Thank you very much. Hit the like button, support the channel. Well, crap. I lost a bunch of comments. Okay, let's do this. Live chat. All right, I apologize. Let me get to where I'm supposed to be. Have not seen that yet, so I'm not there. Okay, I apologize. I had some technical difficulties. If I lost your question, I'm starting with James Willis. I heard they're not in the business anymore. I don't know who you were talking about. I apologize. For some reason it froze up. It's working now, so I apologize. If I missed anything, feel free to comment again. I will get to it. I'm very sorry. I don't know what happened. It looks like I lost like 20 minutes of comments. That has never happened before, so I truly apologize. Yes, I'm very sorry. I was telling you that it was loading on my screen, and it must have froze, like the whole thing must have froze. So I apologize. So if you don't hear your comment, or if you donated and I didn't see it, please let me know. I definitely want to do a shout out, and I want to answer your question, so I apologize. And I don't know who's not in business anymore, James. I'm sorry. Animal333 says, does anyone breed sex link jumbos? We do. Jumbo sex links on our website, which is Jumbo Wilds and Jumbo Egyptians. The Egyptians will hatch out as hens, and the Jumbo Wilds will hatch out as males. And they're both over 10 ounces on average when you hatch them out. So I do. Tim says, awesome, thank you all. I missed it, I'm sorry. James says, would it be reasonable to raise quail in aviaries and charge extra as it's more work? Customers who care about free range and quality of life would pay more like people do for organic. You could try it. You could try it. I wouldn't. I think you could probably pay a little bit more, and I think some people would, but I think you got to remember, when you're doing a business, you have to remember that quail is a small niche market anyway. So if you close that niche even more, if you just want organic Coturnix quail, I think we all would like organic Coturnix quail, but it's just not monetarily feasible because no one wants to spend that much. Then you're limiting your already small market. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm not saying it's not a good idea. I'm just saying you have to appeal to a wide audience to be successful, if that makes sense. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And again, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to lose comments. That was not on purpose. So if you've been watching and you just want your answer or you just want your question answered and then I lost it, I am so sorry. Hopefully Verna or someone in the comments already answered your question before I got to it, but I will get to it if you ask again. I am very sorry. That was not on purpose. Doc Holiday says, Verna, how do you... Oh, not talking to me. Tanya Faraway Farm. Oh, Kelly donated $5. Thank you very much. I'm about to lose my comments, but I will get to you. I promise. They're starting to go away because now I'm backed up again. But thank you very much, Kelly. I truly appreciate it. Tanya's in the house. Tanya Faraway Farms gave us a heart. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Frank Kimball's in the house. F&E Quail Farm from Wisconsin went to a reptile expo, handed out 8 business cards, and they did not even think of using Coturnix quail eggs. Wow. Yeah, it's just not in people's wheelhouse, you know? So you got to explain it to them and sell it to them and tell them why it's the best thing to do. So you're doing great. Good job and keep it up. It'll take a couple weeks before you see any results, but just keep that in mind that what you do now affects you 3 to 4 weeks from now. So yeah, you're doing the right things. Jesse Mills donated $5 for the Next Generation, which is the 18 and under contest we do. So thank you very much, Jesse. Again, if you want to donate, that would be fantastic. And this is a great community where we're all on the same page and we all have the same goal. And I've never seen a group of people that have how do I say that? That have the same goal that is morally right. That's a good thing to do. That's a nice thing to do. Ever fail or ever not grow. And I think that the quail community is growing, and I love that. And I think it's because of all of you being generous and helping each other and answering questions and being, you know, participating in things. I think you guys are doing a great job, and I love the way that the quail community is growing in the right direction. When I got into it a long time ago, it was not like this. It was very, it was not very friendly. So I'm glad to see that that is turning. And I think that we're just going to keep going up because we're doing everything right. So what we do now affects us down the road. So that's great. Thanks for hitting 100 likes. I appreciate all the support. Hit the like button, support channel if you have not. Katrina says the information about which colors match and work with the roux gene would be really helpful as a chart. I know there are videos for each individual color, but a chart would be really valuable. Interesting. Okay. Do you use some sort of, nope, not talking to me. Verna donated $10 for the love of the future. Thank you very much. The 18 and under contest. Thank you very much. And she's actually doing that with me, keeping track of everything, purchasing the incubator and stuff like that. So she is heavily involved as well, plus donating. And I'm pretty sure she donated last month as well for the incubator. So thank you very much, Verna. She is a huge contributor to the entire community, which is fantastic. Lauren says, follow up to my sex-linked question. So genetically, why does the color stay with genders specifically? Like, why would all the females be red? Why is gender the thing that affects the color? Gender is not, well, it's a complicated answer is the thing, and I hate doing complicated answers. I mean, I can't think of a way to simplify the answer is what I mean. It's just how the genes work. Well, I tell you what, I've got notes and notes and notes and notes on when we found out about the sex-linked gene and the roux gene. We actually learned all of this from a fantastic breeder overseas in Egypt, and they just really worked with us very, very well. And now we've kind of perfected it, in my opinion. Jenna did. So Lauren, if you're very interested into it, you can text me this week or email me, and I can send you, well, text me. I don't want to scan it. And so just text me and I can take pictures of our notes and we can send it to you. And that can explain all of that. But yes, the roux, to produce sex links, you have to have the roux and the opposite, like I talked about at the beginning of the video, but the roux has to be the male to produce sex links, because that's just the way it is. But I can send you the information if you want to text me. Flesh Cleaver says, Verna, I am new. Is this the live that the 18 under is announced? No, it's the first Sunday of every month, except for next month, which will be November 1st. But we do it the first Sunday of every month usually, and it's announced every month. PJ's Family Farms. And if you do want to keep up on that and you're not really big into Frank, thank you very much for the 18 and under contest donation. I truly appreciate it. I will get to it as well. If I missed anybody because the comments disappeared, I truly apologize. I did not mean it, and I cannot find it on either one of these. So I apologize. But yes, if you don't really want to watch the lives, but you do want to see who the winners are every month, I will be posting on the video, usually Sunday mornings. I'll be posting a YouTube video just saying that that night is the 18 and under contest announcement. So if you hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, you'll get that notification that Sunday that I'm going doing the announcement. So just keep that in mind as well. I missed it. Shoot. Let me see if I can push on that. Nikki James just donated $10 to the 18 and under contest. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. Oh, I'm losing comments. I will get to you in just a minute, but thank you very much, Nikki. PJ's Family Farm says, has anyone ever hatched a white quail with pink eyes? Is this common? Those are usually from the silvers. It's double silver that will give you that. It's called albino. They typically don't last past 4 or 5 days. I call ours anytime we hatch them, and I think we've maybe hatched 12 all year, but considering we've hatched out over 120,000, then that's really not that many. But that's not something that I try to keep, and you don't really want it in your breeding program. They usually just don't thrive. If they make it to adulthood, they're really not productive. They're super tiny, but it is called albinos. Sharon says, hello from New Mexico. Welcome. Another New Mexico here. I think Grafted is also from New Mexico, which is pretty cool. Junie says, PJ, that's an albino. Very well and typically do not thrive. Well, there you go. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. The Good Egg Homestead says 21 hatched out of the 30 SSC hatching eggs. I love that. The Good Egg Homestead. So 21 out of 25. So we do send extra on my numbers. I do what you actually purchased, which is why we guarantee the 50% hatch rate on what you ordered. So if you ordered 25, we will send 30, but on my notes, I'll put 25 just because I'm really big on getting what you ordered. Really big on getting your money worth is what I'm saying. SSC. But either way, 21 out of 25 or 21 out of 30, either way you look at it, fantastic. So congratulations on that. The Good Egg Homestead, you did fantastic, and keep it up. That's great. Congratulations. Not talking to me, not talking to me, Tanya, Faraway Farms, donated $5. My son asks, where are good places to sell hatching eggs online or chicks through? Hatching eggs, you can post questions on Facebook. Just be careful how you word it. You can do eating eggs on the farmers or the Facebook Marketplace. You can do Craigslist, Hoobly for local. You can do eBay. You can do Amazon for eggs. eBay for eggs as well. You can't do live on there. Have your own website. Farmers markets, which is not online, but farmers markets, which is local. Reptile shows. Falconry associations. You can look into doing ballots. Again, I would really check out the Quail for Profit videos because I'm giving a lot of that information away on there. That might help a lot. Dale's Quail says, for the fan out on incubator question, with no circulation, it's considered a wet bulb incubation, which can change the normal settings. There you go. So just make sure that that's not changing. And if it is, you can, if it's starting to get too high, the humidity is starting to get too high, you can kind of fix that, but just make sure you are keeping up to date on it. But usually I let things ride. Like our heater went out 2 weeks ago, and you just let it ride. So I didn't want to open it up and take it out and put a new one in, so I just let it ride, and we ended up getting like a 65% hatch rate, which is real low. While we're waiting, Homestead, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I saw that. which is really low for us, but it probably would have been worse if I would have tried to fix it and put the new thing in, and it just wasn't worth it to me. Borg Vader says, thank you for all your valuable information. We just bought 14 quail. Awesome. Best of luck to you. And I wish you the best. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're up to 105 likes and 102 people watching right now. So hit the like button, support the channel. And we do need a winner. So Verna, if you could let me know who the first winner is, I would appreciate that. For our giveaway tonight, it'll be for 30 Myshire Farm hatching eggs for the best question so far. So let me know who that was. I'll try to keep an eye on both. Junie says, I think she is asking what platforms to use, Facebook, Craigslist. Yes. And hopefully I answered that. Chad's in the house. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Glad you're here. Doc says, question, are there any tricks to get roos to crow less often, or is Mother Nature just too strong? I've never really tried, but they're pretty stubborn. I don't know how you would do it, but I mean, I'm sure you could test some theories. Yeah, I don't think you would be successful, but you could try. You could try. It can't hurt to try. Tanya Faraway Farm says, thanks. Wow. He says, thanks. Awesome. Brandon Hall, you won the first 60 count order. So congratulations to you. If you would like to text me at 937-760-7282 for the giveaway tonight, I'm going to write mine down too. Brandon Hall. Congratulations. And if you want to text me, Verna will put my phone number in the comments again because she is awesome. And we'll get you taken care of. It might not be until next week because I'm going out of town, but we will get you taken care of. Tim says, can quail be bred to be quieter? I've never done it. You could try. I don't think you would have a lot of luck, but I've never really worked on that. But maybe. It's a good question. Corey says, how about selling in local online classifieds? Absolutely. Verna says, darken their grow out pens. You could. Eventually they're going to be mature though. I mean, that'll slow their maturity down, but it's not really going to make them quieter as far as longevity goes. But you could make them quieter during the grow out process. Winter Taylor's in the house, says, hey y'all, welcome, glad you're here. What do you mean by, oh, not talking to me, not talking to me, not talking to me, not talking to me. No one's talking to me. Junie says, you can put a bunch of males together, but if they don't see the females, they don't get loud. It's when you get females near that they crow all hours because that's the mating dance. In my experience, they'll crow no matter what. They just like to be loud. Just takes one to start crowing, and then they all start talking to each other, and then they all try to do better than each other. But I've never really thought about it before either. Corey says, hello from Brigham City, Utah. Welcome, glad you're here. Kelly, I think, is from Utah as well. So we got a couple Utonians. Is that what you call it? I don't know. Looks like Flesh Cleavers from Utah as well. Very cool. Greg says, hi, I got one of your breeder jumbo wild sets. 4 of them have been laying for about 2 weeks, but 3 of the eggs are smaller than our standard quail eggs. Typically during shipping and the stress, they'll typically start over. So I'd give it a couple more weeks. Oh dear God. Why did I do that? Okay. A guest on Katerni's Corner said something about males smelling the females. I thought their sense of smell was pretty poor. I do too as well. Do you have any information on this, such as how far they could smell? No, and that doesn't make sense to me. That would be hard for me to believe. I would need to see proof of that before I would say that. Sharon donated $20 to the 18 and under contest. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That is weird. Not Sharon, you're not weird. And you donating is not weird. Just the smell thing. I just never heard that before. That's weird. Sharon, thank you very much for the donation. It will go towards the 18 and under contest. It looks, according to my phone, at the top, it says that 93 people are watching, 110 likes. Awesome. Hit the like button, support the channel, and $109.93 so far for the next incubator, which is super cool. We're almost already there for the next month's incubator, which is awesome. So thank you very much for all your donations. That's super cool. Richard Brown says free speech, LOL. I think that when you get married, you automatically lose free speech. I think that's how that works. As far as your wife says stop and you go, okay. I think that's how it works. I don't know. That's how it works in my house. Maybe it's just different everywhere else, but you know, it's true what they say. Happy wife, happy life. So it's not worth it to me. Ed Got Bait donated $10 as well as donated a pair of scissors every month to the 18 and under contest winners. Also, he donates, I think he donated last month as well, donated for QuailCon. He's a huge contributor. He bought me Toots, which is my spider friend, and sent me the nets, and he's just been a great supporter of Myshire Farm and myself, and so thank you very much for all of your support as well. That is super cool. Sharon says, have learned so much from watching you for 2 weeks, been in quail for 2 months. Appreciate all your help. Awesome. I'm glad it's helping. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And we've got a lot of good stuff coming your way, so stay tuned as well. SO's not talking to me. James Taylor says, James in Montana, if you use a white male on any color female, will it dilute or change the color of the offspring? If you use a white male. Here's the thing. A lot of people were like, well, if you put a white male with a Tibetan female, you always get tuxedo. And that's not true. You'll start the process of getting tuxedos, but the first generation, you might not see anything at all. The second generation, you might see just a little small bib or whatever. And I know a bunch of people are calling those tuxedos, which it's not. It needs to be full. If you just got a little white patch, then they just got a little white patch. That's all. It's not a tuxedo. I couldn't imagine ever putting anything like that into our cages. The tuxedo cages. Like, I just can't do it. So it's the start of the process, yes. And most, yes. Yeah, for the most part. Not everything. I mean, nothing is exact. But yeah, for the most part, you put a white male with most colors, and you'll start the tuxedo process, absolutely. And that's how we got all of our tuxedos. We put white males with scarlets, we put white males with growls, we put white males with Tibetans, white males with rosettas, and now we have all those tuxedos, and they're full-bodied white. White wings, white chest, and yeah, that's how you start. Grafter Branch Homestead says, if quail get mixed, is it easy to separate by color and whatnot, or to determine what you have? If quail get mixed, is it easy to separate by color and whatnot, or to determine what you have? Don't really know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I mean, by 2-3 weeks old, you're going to know exactly what colors you have. The first week is a little touch and go. For example, you know, a pearl and a snowy almost look identical when they hatch out. Also a white, they're all yellow. You'll see a little bit of difference. I mean, the white will be all yellow and the pearl and the snowy will have markings, but it's too hard to tell. Autumn ambers and Italians look way too close together. Growls and Tibetans look really, really close. Rosettas and Tibetans look pretty close. I mean, you can, if you really, really look, but I mean, it's hard to tell. So about 2 or 3 weeks old, you can tell what colors you've got and separate them by that way if you want. But they all get along as well, so don't think that you have to separate either. So Grafted Branch, the reason I was saying that is you got a mix of eggs, so everything you hatch out is going to be a bunch of different colors, which they all get along and you can keep them together their whole life. But if you do want to separate colors, then yes, you could do that. Ed Got Bait says, Everyone needs to share Zach's video and all your other Quail YouTube people you like to your social media. Absolutely, I agree with that. If you find a video that really helps or encourages you with Coturnix quail, or educates you on Coturnix quail, or self-sufficiency, or just gets you motivated to do something more, I highly encourage you share that to your friends and your Facebook page and your YouTube channel or Instagram, whatever the case may be, to help get the word out. Absolutely, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Borge Vader says hello from Georgia. We bought 14 quail. Thank you for all your valuable information. Not a problem. Best of luck to you, and hopefully we can help you along the way. James Willis says found a hatch-right incubator. Needed help to find parts for it. I've not heard of a hatch-right. I'm not really too versed in incubators as far as store-bought incubators go, but I don't think I've ever heard of a hatch-right. Interesting. S.O. Swanson says, Katrina, experts cannot agree if they can smell or not. I don't. That's pretty far-fetched. I think that's a myth. I've not done research on it, and I probably won't. I don't think that's true. I don't think it's true. Shelley says, do people pay more for quail fed, non-GMO fed? I think it means, do people pay more for quail that are fed? Oh, yep, that's exactly what it means, because that's what it says. I just read it wrong the first time. Do people pay more for quail fed, non-GMO feed? Not a lot. Not a lot of people. I had a guy that tried to start a quail business and probably got 3, 4, 5,000 quail. Wanted to do all organic, set it all up, and did not last very long. Gave him the same advice that I'm giving you, is quail is a very small market, and so if you're going to charge a whole lot more, because he had to, because of the cost that he was incurring, then you're narrowing that market because of price, and then you're narrowing it because we would all like non-GMO, organic, free-range quail, sure, but I don't think the majority, and that's what you're looking for, is the majority of people that are interested in it are willing to pay the price that you would have to charge to just make a little bit. So again, it's not beneficial for us. We've looked into it. We'd love to do it, but we would have to charge a lot more to do all that. We sell our eggs anywhere from 60 cents to $1. To increase to non-GMO organic feed, it would be close to $1.25 minimum for the eggs. And that's just, it's doubling the price. It's just not feasible. To us, it's just not a good business program. Kelly donated $5. Share the passion, spread the love, y'all. Best community ever. Absolutely. Thank you very much for the $5 donation to the 18 and under contest. I'm very excited about it, and it's going extremely well. I don't know if I mentioned this. The beginning of this YouTube live was real rough. I was real rattled and literally just sat down. I mean, it was rough. So I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I posted the video, I believe, on Friday for the 18 and under contest. Showed everything we did. I tried to post it enough where you guys would be willing to share it to other pages and things like that. And we've had 37 new emails since Friday after 8 o'clock. So Saturday and today, we've had that many emails just with new people entering the contest, which is really, really cool. And a lot of them are great emails. I just think that's super cool. That's awesome. So the word is definitely getting out. Winter says, with the way food prices and some shortages on the rise, more people may be on the turning to quail farming. There, yep, absolutely. Rhineck Poultry and Aviary says, question Chuck is asking, how many color genes are there, such as Fee, Roo, etc.? I would have to count. Here's the thing. This is the way I look at it. This is the way that Myshire farm looks at it. You could have 6 billion 944,974 million billion colors if you wanted to in Copernicus quail. If you just took every slight variation and named it something else. I don't think that that's good for the community. I don't think that's good for business. I think that's very confusing to people. And so I generalize. So like the SSCs are a collection. So they're not charcoal and they're not lavender. They're not Andalusian. They're the SSCs. Well, I want Andalusian, and then you should get SSCs. Or, you know, the fab fees. You know, you're going to have het and homo, and you're going to have one dark and one light, one gray and one grayish brown and one really dark. They're all fab fees, because if you start switching those variations around, then it's just endless, and it really confuses people. And so I like to be more general. So a fab fee is a fab fee. That's just what it is. But there's fee, there's growl. The silver is actually a gene, yes. I would have to, that would be a good video. I'll write that down. But I would just say it on the live, just talking out loud, and then I would miss stuff, and then the haters would come after me like they always do, and you didn't mention this, and blah, blah, blah. So I will think about it. I'll get everything together, and that would be a good video. That might be the best way to finish our All About the Colors playlist, because I think I only have like 4 more videos left, and then the playlist is over. We're caught up. So that might be a great way to finish it. That's a good idea. Very good idea. I did write it down. Brandon Hall says, question, when it comes to breeding for specific colors or experimenting with colors, do you place one male and one female, or several females and one male? That is a great question. That might be why you won the first contest. So that's super cool. So how we do it, I got to take a drink. I'm dying of thirst, guys. I'm very sorry. I'm trying to go as fast as possible. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. So, yeah. When we try to start introducing a new color, when we start the process, usually we have to do 1-to-1. I hate doing 1-to-1. I loathe it. The female just gets absolutely destroyed. It drives me crazy. So as fast as humanly possible, we get more in there. Typically, the most that we do when we're experimenting is 4-and-1. No, I lied. 6-and-1. We're actually doing 6-and-1 right now, actually. So I think that's the first time we've ever done it, though. Usually it's 4-1. So when we're experimenting, yes, we do start with 1-and-1 because that's all we've got. But you can do a whole breeding set, 4, 5, 6 hens to 1 male. And you can start it that way. If you start getting more and more of that color, we don't recommend doing the colony cage until you're set up for it. So for example, we're working on one that I showed everybody at QuailCon that we have not introduced yet. It's a really cool color. So right now I've got a 4, I don't know what they call it, 4 colonies. 4 little cages on the Winola Ranch cage that we have. We've got 4 sections of the same color, and they're all 4, 5, 6-to-1. And so we're doing a huge hatch from those, not huge, but we're doing a big hatch. We collected for a week. So we're putting all those eggs in. If those hatch out like they were supposed to, then we're moving them all to one of our colony cages, and then we're going to start increasing our size. So that's how we do it. I hope I answered that question. If I didn't, feel free to ask, and I will try to help you more. So yes, you can do 1-to-1, but you can also do more. It just depends on what you're trying to do and how many you have. Morg Vader says, question, is hatching store-bought quail eggs a myth, or is it really possible? It's possible. I've seen YouTube videos on it. There's quite a bit of YouTube videos on it. I don't think that it would. Yes, you could probably hatch some out. I am sure that most eggs in the grocery store are going to be fertilized. I can't imagine that they're not. Not maybe most, some, I don't know, a lot. I don't know. But between the storage and between the time between they lay and getting to the grocery store and being refrigerated and all that, you might get one or two to hatch, but even then they might be weak. They might, I mean, they're just not supposed to really hatch. You know what I mean? So you could try it. I mean, it's a fun experiment. We haven't done it, but it wouldn't be it would be a fun experiment. I just wouldn't expect a lot out of it. But no, I've seen it before. So no, it's not a myth, which is a cool question. Absolutely. Vernon pretty much said the same thing, just in shorter words, which was probably smarter. I only need, I don't know, 11. I need 11 more likes to hit my goal. So hit that like button, support our channel. I would appreciate it. Safe travels. Oh, not talking to me. Winter says, Verna, I can imagine we have 6 kids, so it helps us to live off the land. Maybe now since I found Myshire and can get my quail operation up and running so we can add some quail to our menu. There you go. I'd be happy to help. And I am. You won a couple auctions this weekend on our site, which is fun. Marius says, okay, my question is one that was lost. I am so sorry. And I know it's super late. You're probably just wanting to go to bed. So I apologize, Marius. Want to know, is there ever a problem with inbreeding from my own bird without ever getting in new bloodlines? As long as you set up the correct breeding program and you're willing to do it long term, no. Nope, there's not a problem. But you have to do it right. You can't just breed. You can't breed the same thing over and over and over and over and over and just keep putting things together. You got to have a purpose and a way. But we don't bring in new blood for a couple different reasons. But we don't bring in new blood. And no, we've got all happy, healthy chicks and happy, healthy birds and beautiful quail and big jumbos. And I'm happy with our progress and our process, our quality. So yes, there is a way. But if you have questions, you can always reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. Frank donated $5 for the 18 and under contest. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. That is very helpful. And go and do a great cause, for real. If you've not watched the 18 and under contest video I posted on Saturday, please check that out. Share the crap out of it because I really want the word out. We're here to help inspire and encourage the next generation. I know a lot of kids watch our YouTube live. At least the beginning of it anyway, and a lot of kids really get a kick out of it, so I'm glad that's working. About the 18 under contest winner, I didn't mention it. There was some miscommunication, there was some misunderstanding as far as when I did the video, I didn't get it. Anyways, Becky Addis, I should have written down. I'm actually going to go back to our video that I did, and in the description I'm going to put Becky's Etsy store. Becky, if by chance you happen to be on right now, if you could tell us what your eBay or Etsy store is, but she sells the quail egg turner for the Nurture Right 360, and she is donated, already shipped out last month's winner, and she's going to be doing it this month as well. I did not mention that in the video. There, again, I apologize, but I definitely want to get her name out there and the word out. So Becky, if by chance you're on, if you could post what your Etsy store name is, I definitely should have written that down. I asked you for it. I wrote it down, but I did not bring the right folder, so I apologize. But I will put that in the description. So if you have a Nurture Right 360 and you want to get a quail egg turner for your Nurture Right 360, you can definitely check out her Etsy store. I do not have the name of it right now, but I'm going to go back after this live is over. I'm going to go back to the 18 and under contest winner video, and in the description, oh, there you go. Thanks. Oh, well, okay, never mind. Verna put the link in the comment section where you can purchase that. And she does donate the egg turner for the Nurture Right 360. So I thought that was super cool. Someone else also volunteered to donate as well. So we will get on a schedule with that. I got to work all that out. Again, it's been a crazy week, and then I found out I was going out of town. So I apologize for the inconvenience and the misunderstanding. But yes, Becky Addis, thank you very much for your donation. I will put you on the description. And if you do want to purchase a Nurture Right 360 quail egg turner, check out that Etsy store, as she is donating one to the 18 and under contest, so we need to support her as well. We did hit my goal of 125 likes, so thank you very much to that. I appreciate that. I lost all. PJ said, PJ's Family Farm says, got my Myshire farm eggs hatching next weekend. So excited. Awesome. Best of luck, and keep us posted, obviously. But best of luck to you. Nikki James donated $10 to the 18 under contest, which is super cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Jasmine says, question, in your Quail for Profit video yesterday was the live one, you mentioned focus on quality. Can you share which birds' traits don't make the cut for quality birds to sell or turn into breeders? Follow-up question coming. That's a good question. Here's the thing. I don't think that everyone should have the same quality standards. If there's enough interest in that, I can do a video on what our standards and what we look for is. But I think that everyone's got to start somewhere, and it's really good for you to get involved with that aspect of it. So I'm not trying to be elusive. I'm trying to, yes, there are things that you won't want in your program, like the albinos, right? Let's say you're hatching out a bunch of SSCs and you get 1 or 2 albinos. You got to call them. You don't want them in the program. They're weak. The genes aren't good. They usually go blind. They don't thrive. It's just a bunch of stuff, right? So stuff like that. You know, if you're big on the color markings and you want them all to look uniform, I personally don't. I like a bunch of, you know, like the, like I mentioned with the Fab Fees, you know, you can have het and homo, and you can have one really light dark, or one really light gray. You can have one medium gray. You can have one really dark gray. You can have one with very distinct features as far as the markings on the back, and one that kind of blends in together. But if it's pretty, then cool, put them all together. It's fine. Then there's different genes at work as well, so you're not really inbreeding. I mean, there's a whole, I guess it's just how you look at it. I'm not a big person on exact, you know, but you'll have to come up with your own standards. If you have questions along the way, then I'd be happy to help. But quality, as far as, first and foremost, I'm talking more of healthy, strong. You know, if you're going to sell jumbos, make sure that they're consistently good. Make sure that they consistently hit size, the majority hit size. I got a text the other day, a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago maybe, I don't remember. I feel like it was a long time ago. I can't really remember. But I got a text, and they said, yeah, someone told me that whenever I order hatching eggs or buy hatching eggs or get hatching eggs even locally, no matter what I hatch out, I'm only supposed to use 10%. I said, what? I said, what are you talking about? And they said, yeah, they said that we're supposed to call everything else and just use 10%. I said, well, so let me answer that question the same way I answered this guy. Because he was thoroughly confused, and I get where he's coming from. I get it. The 10 rule, the 10% rule. You want to use the top 10 for your breeding program. Yes, absolutely. But there's stages to this. I know I'm going long. I apologize, but I think this is important, especially for some people that are very, very interested in doing it right and doing the best they can. So let's say you order, let's do the example, because this, I was trying to talk to him and explain it, and then I was texting him, and I said, you know what, just call me. So then he called, and then I explained it, and he's, I don't, and I said, all right, so this is the example I used, and this is where he figured it out, what I was trying to say anyway. And he did agree with me. He just was very confused on the subject. And I I don't know. So yes, there is a 10% rule, but there's stages to that 10% rule. So let's say you order 100 and let's say you go online, you go to the website, myshirefarm.com. Yes, that was a plug. Sorry, I don't feel sorry for it. And you order 110 jumbo wilds. We send you 120, you get 60 hatch out. Okay? Follow me so far? All right. So the 60 hatch out, you got 30 hens. Out of those 30 hens, 28 are over 12 ounces. And the other two are 10 and a half. Okay. So I wouldn't use the two 10 and a halves. I would use all the 12s. But you keep increasing. So ideally, like this is what we do. So we have increased our jumbo wilds from the size of 10 and a half ounces to 10 and a half ounces at 10 weeks old to now 12 ounces plus at 8 weeks old. So we've increased by 2 ounces and we've also shaved off 2 weeks. So you see what I'm saying? Like, but we did this in a process. So what we did was anything that was above our average, we kept. But anything that was exceeding our average we'd have separate stages. So when we started, right, a jumbo is a jumbo if it weighs 10 ounces or more, right? Okay. So anything that was over 10 ounces, we would use. But if it was over 11 ounces, it goes to a special cage. And now these are still jumbos, and these are for our customers. This 11-ounce cage is for my breeders, for me to keep hatching out, because these breeders are eventually going to replace my 10-ouncers. So then I'm still selling jumbos, but I'm working on the future of 11-ouncers. So then I'd hatch these out and then get rid of these. And now my average is 11 ounces. So 11 ounces go in the cage and they go to my customers. But anything over 11 and a half goes into my separate cage and they're just for me. So then we switch it around. Now I'm at 11 and a half. They go to the customers. Anything over 12 goes to me. And so we just kept doing that and that and that and that. So our average on jumbos here at 10 weeks old is about 13 and a half to 14 ounces. We are not trying to get any bigger. We're not trying to make the quail any larger. We like that size. That we think they're big, they're healthy, they're happy, they're good layers, and we want to keep it that way. Because if we go too high, they're going to have bad backs, they're going to have bad legs, they're not going to be very productive, their lifespan is going to be cut short tremendously. So we like our range. We're happy with where we're at. And if you understand our mindset, then I think you would be happy with it where they're at as well, right? So that's how we increase that. But you'll want to do that with every section. So let's say you order 110 eggs and you blah, blah, blah. You get 40 hens. Well, if your goal is I want all my jumbos to be at least 12 ounces. Okay, well, you've got 3/4 of them at 12 ounces. Great, they're for my customers. But that other quarter are 13 and a half. Okay, those are going to your breeders. Those are just for you. And so you're switching them around. So there is a 10% rule. You use the best of the best. I hope that makes sense. It made sense to him, but he was thoroughly confused. I didn't ask him where he heard it or what happened, but he was very distraught because he was like, am I just doing it wrong? I've been trying to do this for a year and a half, and maybe I was like, just calm down. I said, yeah, there's a 10% rule, but that doesn't mean you get rid of everything. I mean, there's a purpose for everything. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that helped. If that did not, please ask again. But I did want to take my time on that because I do think that there's more than 1 or 2 questions about that out there. Winter says, Myshire has the best birds and eggs that I have found. Well, thank you very much, Winter. I appreciate that. 8 p.m. winner is Brandon Hall. Congratulations. Absolutely. We're close to the second, and oh dear God, I'm a little behind. I am so sorry. Let's get caught up, shall we? Okay. Grafter Branch Homestead is in New Mexico. I thought they were. A lot of people were saying congratulations to Brandon. I might have bored him where he's gone, but Brandon Hall, congratulations if you're still on here. Jesse Mills has a question. On this week's color video, you said you use Tibetan for the Graufi while everyone else uses the Rosetta. Switch that. I use the Rosetta. Other people use Tibetan. What would happen if someone crossed a Tibetan-based Grau with a Rosetta-based Grau? More of the same, most of it. So the Rosetta is pretty much a Tibetan, just with some extra markings on the back. That's, I mean, you can go into all the gene crap and all that stuff, but that's really what it is. The Tibetans are just plain, and the Rosettas have some markings on the back. Well, a lot of people are calling black quail, a lot of people that have Grau-fees are calling them black quail. Well, from my understanding, black quail are either Tibetan on Tibetan after generation after generation after generation, because they keep getting darker and darker and darker, or it's a Grau-fee. Well, I didn't want a really dark Tibetan, which we already have, and a really dark Grau-fee, which is pretty much the same thing, and they look the exact same. I didn't want that. I wanted something a little bit different. So I bred them with Rosettas, which make them lighter. They're not as dark, but there's really cool markings on it. If I said that wrong in the video, I'm very sorry. What would happen if you would breed Tibetan Grau and Rosetta Grau, then you would get a really good quail, actually. You would get a much darker, but yet very patterned Grau. I hope I explained that. I think I might have confused you more, and I'm really sorry. Okay, so the Tibetan-based Grau is really just a really dark Grau-fee. And Graus are already dark, and Tibetans are already dark. When you put them together, they're almost black, like they're really dark, right? Well, if you put it with the Rosetta, it's going to lighten the color up a little bit, but give you really cool colors, okay? If you put the Tibetan Grau and the Rosetta Grau together, you're going to get a darker Rosetta Grau, which would be cool because it would be dark, like almost black-like, but it would still have the pattern. So I like the way you think. Very good question. Grafted said, who else here from New Mexico? I can't remember the name. I'm very sorry. PJ's Family Farm, but there was somebody. PJ's Family Farm says, okay, my albino is 2 weeks now, going strong, but will go in, but will not go in breeder. I mean, you can keep it on the side. I wouldn't necessarily put it in a breeding program, but I mean, if you wanted to, I know a lot of people love the albinos. If you want to try to breed it, I'm never going to spend my time on it. I'm just not. But I mean, that would be a good project for somebody if they could get them to thrive instead of just not. That wouldn't be a bad idea. If it's going strong and not suffering and at a good weight and movable and it's not blind, then I'd put it in a separate cage, sure. We've done that before, and then all the offspring was just awful. So I was like, okay, and we're done. Can you crossbreed bantam chickens with quail? I don't believe so. I've heard that you could, but I don't think that's possible. You can breed other quail to quail, like you could breed bobwhites to Coturnics, but the chicks that would hatch out are mules, which means they're infertile. I don't think you could do a bantam chicken with the Coturnics. You might. I've never tried it. I don't think so, though. But I don't know. I don't know that. Poolman says, Poolman says, how long can I wait to place eggs in the incubator after laying? 7 days is ideal. Some people say 10, some people say 3. I like 7. So I like 7 days. I feel like you get best results. Good question. I have heard that you can. I just don't necessarily believe it, and I don't think you could. But some people swear that they've done it. I don't know. I don't know. Sharon says, I'm from New Mexico. There you go. I think someone else was as too. I think someone else was as well. Psycho Word 360 from Vegas says, me and Witch Doctor have our Myshire eggs hatching right now. They're hatching strong. I love to hear it. Let me know what the final results were, and best of luck to you. Treva says, can you buy adult quail on your site? How many fit in a 10 by 10 dog pen aviary? You can. We do breeder sets, which they're all 3 weeks old. We do breeder sets, which are 3 weeks old, and we do teen sets, which are 3 weeks old. I did go in this on our Quail for Profit video yesterday. And we also have a video a couple of weeks ago I posted about how we ship our live quail and what they are and what the options are. But yes, if you go to our website, myshirefarm.com, in the top left corner, there's a little menu button. It'll say, the top one will say products. There's a little arrow. I don't know why I'm way up here when you can't see it. There's a little arrow down button by the products. If you click on that, it'll say like hatching eggs, live quail. You click on the live quail and that'll all of our options will show up. So we sell straight run teens, which are non-feather sexable, rare teens, which are rare colors that are not feather sexable. We sell all female sets. We sell breeder sets, which is 5 hens and 1 male, and we sell an all male set, which is 6 males. So a lot of different options. For non-jumbos, I recommend 3.5 quail per square foot. And then for jumbos, I recommend 3 quail per square foot. So 10 times 10 is 100, so that's 100 square feet. So 100 square feet times, so you could have 300 to 350 quail. Grafted branch homes, I don't know why I went all into that when I could have just told you the answer, but sorry. Vams Smith says, any suggestion for baby quail? 5 out of 50 had splayed leg at hatch. Yes, that is either a humidity issue and they hatch super late, or it's either way, it's an environmental issue, which you can fix, which is a good thing. It's a slippery floor. The first few hours, their legs are extremely, extremely weak. You need to have a very, very strong surface that they can grip onto. If it's by chance slippery at all, which most incubators are slippery, especially because of the moisture, the humidity, and all that. So you want to put something at the bottom of your incubator or lockdown or whatever you use, especially your brooder. You definitely want to put something down where they can grip. And after a few hours, they're good to go. But it's always a environmental issue. It's either that or it's a humidity issue at lockdown and they hatch super late. But that's usually not even the case. It's usually just after they hatch, slippery surface. Very good question. There you go. Winter says, on Facebook, if you post quail, you have to post quail up for discussion. Something like that. Yeah, there's ways you can do it. I see a lot of people dissing Facebook and saying, oh, I can't even advertise, blah, blah. I do auctions every week, and you just have to find the right words. You know, you got to take the time to play their game, which is ridiculous, but it is their platform. So, yeah, you can do what you want on Facebook as long as you play the game. And I do auctions every weekend and sell thousands of eggs a week on Facebook. But you have to know how to do it. You got to just keep practicing, keep trying, and read the rules and all that jazz. While we're waiting, Homestead donated $5 to the 18 and under contest. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. Okay, we're not quite there yet. So thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. It looks like we're up to $110 in donations, which is absolutely awesome. Thank you very much for the contributions to the incubator. Not yet, hopefully. Oh, okay. I thought it said not helpful. Hopefully you will be soon. I'm like, oh, well, that's sad. I'm sorry. But that's not what you said at all, Sharon. I just can't read. Jasmine says, what are some key things one can mention in selling points for live birds for the local market? Since the goal is to educate and enthuse, what can one share to set them apart from others? That is a very good question, and I could talk about that for the next 45 minutes. But that's actually the next Quail for Profit video that's on my list, so stay tuned. Hit the like button, support the channel, and hit the subscribe button and get notifications with the bell icon, because this coming up week, we're actually going to talk about sales tactics, and it should be fun. Cool, I've been posting videos like crazy. Very cool. Grafted Branch, I'm pretty sure I saw the cage that you built on Facebook, and it was really cool. Very cool. Very impressed. Of the same breed. I don't know what that means. I'm very sorry. Trevor Maitland. I hope I said that correctly. I don't know what you mean of the same breed. I'm sorry. But if you want to ask again, I'll be happy to help. Sharon says, just received my Incubator from Myshire and used it last night, and it works amazing. Thank you for offering the product. Absolutely, we love those things. If you actually put good batteries in there, they come with batteries, which is nice. But once you have to switch those out, oh my God, it gets 10 times brighter. Put some energizers in there or something, woo! Don't look at it. I think I was blinded for about 45 minutes, and I was like, all right, and then I went like this. I was like, oh my God, oh dear, oh dear. So yeah, those Incubites are great and last for a long time. The batteries, don't, but what is Incubate? It is the candle that we recommend. You can buy it on Amazon, you can buy it on eBay. We have it on our website if you want to support us, but we love those candlers. Lauren says, what do you do with your retired breeders? I've heard they get tough quickly as they get older. So are they still good eating? So if we butcher quail for us, they are old breeders, and some could be a little tough, but not really. They're fine. They're not a big deal. So no, not really, but yeah, kinda, if that makes sense. But for our old breeders, we actually use them for falconry food or reptile feed. So good question. Quail means less chance of breeders. Oh yeah, that's kind of true. Kelly says, question, we were talking about this on WTF's Live, but hadn't determined, can I breed a small male 7 to 8 ounces with my jumbo wilds 12 plus ounces? I know that will sound weird because I don't want to decrease the size, but I'm messing with the Celadon gene. You can do that. You can, yeah, you can do that. I'm assuming, and I don't know. I don't know if I should say what I'm, okay, well, what I'm assuming is that you're trying to breed jumbo Celadons into jumbo wilds. And I did that for about a year and lost my size. I mean, not in all of them, just in a little separate area. Lost my size and still did not get Celadons. Drove me crazy. But the Celadon gene works really well. The CE gene works really well with the Rue gene. So if you do want to do that, I would recommend doing it with your jumbo Egyptians instead. You're going to get a lot further, a lot quicker. I'm not saying it can't be done with the jumbo wilds. It's just so frustrating. That would be my recommendation. You can though, yes. Candling light offered from Zach. Thank you very much, Sharon. Flesh Cleaver says, what is Zach's favorite recipe for cooking quail? On the grill, bacon wrapped. James says, you mentioned eBay and Koogly. How's that spelled? It's Hoobly. It's Hoobl. I think it's Hoobly. There might be an E in there. I don't remember. Hoobly. It's really just it's kind of like Craigslist's counterpart. It's like Craigslist competition, local area kind of thing. We've had huge success on Hoobly. Huge. So yeah. But it's with an H. Hoobly. Robin says, Zach, thanks for your time and answering questions. What are you most excited about in the future of Myshire Farm? Very good question. I've got 2 massive, massive things in the works. I mean, huge. So I can't tell you. Nope, I can't. I can't do it. I promised I wouldn't do it, and I'm not going to do it. It's going to be a surprise. One is coming, one is coming within the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so we're bringing out a new color, but if you were at QuailCon, you already know what that color is. So that's cool. But there's two things that no one knows about except for the people involved and Verna. I've told Verna. So one is coming out in the next like 2 weeks, maybe less. Like we're almost there. The deal's done. And then the second one is probably like a month or two away, but I mean, we're doing it. But they're huge. I mean, they're game changer huge. Like they're gonna be awesome. So unfortunately, I can't answer the question, but I love the question. Richard says the ruse crowing just means their testosterone is good. Yeah, that pretty much. Winter says, oh, I have to go check them out. Oh, the candlers. Okay. Yeah, I love them. Jacob says, my quail are not laying as often as usual, even though they have the same amount of light and feed that hasn't changed. Could it just be the lower temps? They are 3 months old with no supplemental heat. Yeah, they will pick back up when weather changes. So every season, they'll stop for a couple of weeks. Usually they molt, but they'll stop and then they'll just pick up and keep going. So just give it a couple weeks and you'll be good to go. But yeah, the weather kind of freaks them out and they go, why? And then they go, oh, okay, fine. And then they'll keep going. So yeah, just hang in there, be patient. You'll be good to go. How far? Oh dear God, I'm an hour behind. Okay, here we go. I am so very sorry. Hi from Georgia. This is Misty. Is there an incubator that you could recommend for new breeders? I've heard great things about the Nurturite 360. God, I hope it's good because I just bought that kid one, the winner for the 18 under contest. I've heard great things about the Hovebator. If you want to go all out, I love GQF. I've got 2 of those, but those are big. Those are expensive. So I've heard good things about the Hovebator, which is made by GQF company, and I've heard good things about the Nurturite 360. I would ask on the newbie quail lovers Facebook group. You'll get a lot of feedback on there. James says I've heard a few people talk about a victory call when hens lay an egg. Is that a real thing? Not really. No, they're kind of just lay and go. Sometimes they'll coo, but it's very light and not all the time. Usually they're very stealth. Like they'll be like looking around and then just plop the egg and then walk away. So not usually. Some do, but not usually. James says, I love my GQF incubator. There you go. Yes, we are. I love this community. I love it too. Thank you very much, Witch Doctor, for being a part of it. Truly. We're up to 132 likes, guys. That's awesome. Keep it coming. Richard Brown says, yes, dear. Makes for happy marriage. You are right. Yes. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Deb C says, I watched the sex link video and did not understand why you would want these chicks. You don't breed them together, right? Yeah, you can. If you breed them together, then you'll start getting jumbo wilds and jumbo Egyptians consistently. So, yeah. Jacob says, Verna, they get between 16 and 17 every day, but not talking to me. Jacob says, Zach, it's supposed to be a happy spouse, happy house. Oh, I've always heard happy wife, happy life. But that one makes sense too. Thanks, but why would people buy sex links? Well, on day one, so then you can separate, and then a bunch of falconers, a bunch of reptile people love males, chicks. They want chicks, and it's much easier to freeze chicks that are males than it is to freeze chicks that are females. It's kind of hard to freeze chicks anyway. I don't really like doing it, and we really don't do it that often except for some major accounts that we have to do for, or I lose the whole account. So the males go straight into there, which is awesome. And then the hens, you can sell for more money. You already know they're hens, or you can just start putting the breeding pairs together, and then they're together their whole life, and then you're good to go. Yeah, they're fantastic. Chad says, I have a GPC that only crows when I come in sight. He's not happy because I had to separate him from others. I normally would send to freezer camp, but he is beautiful and I'd like for him to pass on the genes. Sure, absolutely. Coloring on. Yep, absolutely. I get that. Sometimes you got to separate them, throw them in, and then take them back out. If they want to raise them for the chicks but not incubate them, there you go. Absolutely. McLeod Family Farms in the house. I'm late. What did I miss? I don't know. Hatchite is for reptiles. Oh, okay. Cool. Blue Farm says, do you have a video on how to sex quail? We do. A couple of them on our website. Absolutely. I think it's new to quail, and what I need to know is the playlist that it's under. Or it's under frequently asked questions, FAQ. They're both playlists on our YouTube channel. We are new to quail. We picked up 12 baby quail chicks 3 weeks ago. Awesome. Well, if they're feather sexable and they were chicks, 3 weeks is when you can feather sex. So definitely check that video out. William says Brandon won the first hour contest. Awesome. Congratulations. Lynn Hudson says, I am lost regarding sex links. I thought Roo was the kangaroo friend of Winnie the Pooh. Seriously, I do not know why, how, or what sex links are. Please help me. Sure. Sex links are you put certain specific things together, and then at hatch, you know male from female. So for example, we sell jumbo sex links on our website, and when they hatch out, light reddish quail that hatch out, it hatches 100% true. The light red quail are hens, for sure. And the dark brown chicks are males. And you know males from females immediately. So if you're going to a reptile show, you take the male chicks, you sell those, you keep the hens, and you sell those separately or just sell them at different price points. You know, males for feeders, hens for grow outs, or whatever the case may be. It's fantastic to know. You can put them on 2 separate feeds. I know a lot of people do that. The males, most of the males go to butcher, and the hens will be for eggs. And so they'll put the males on this really high 32% protein kind of stuff. Where they'll keep the hens on like a 25% for longevity. The hens lay for quite a long time, produce extremely well, and then these males are just absolutely massive because they've been on this, you know, pretty much boiler feed for 10 weeks. So you got a ton of great meat, and you've got a ton of extra eggs, and you didn't waste the extra feed on the hens. It's a great deal. Hopefully I explained it. If you have more questions, feel free to ask. James says the person I got it from, they used it for hatching emus. Very cool. Not talking to me, not talking to me, not talking to me. What happened again? How did I lose all that crap? Last one's from 8/21. Okay, so I still have it on here this time, though. Wow, that is super, super annoying. I am so sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Okay, hope I didn't, I'm going to have to just hold it there for a second. Hope I didn't miss much. I had chased young turkeys in hen house. There you go. I understand that. I think I missed one. Nope, not talking to me. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you showed up. Thank you very much. Richard says, question, do you think I can get by with a lower protein feed if I supplement with black soldier fly larva? Probably. You could. I mean, you could supplement the protein, sure. You just got to be real accurate with it. I'm trying to find it on here because, oh, that's annoying. Hold on just a second. 8/19. Do you think I can get the lower? Yeah, you could. You just got to make sure that that your calculations are right. I don't know what is going on. I'm so sorry. For some reason, my iPad is really acting up. Okay, give me just a second. I saw where I was, so I'll just read from my phone because I still have those up, and then I'm not. Mother of God, are you serious? I lost like 8 minutes again. Are you freaking kidding me? Sure did. I'm so sorry. Anyone that posted between 8/19 and 8/27, I lost it again. I don't know what the crap is going on. I'm very sorry. Roas says hello. Thai Figs, hello from Thailand. Very cool. Welcome. Glad you're here. That's super awesome. Becky's Etsy is donate quail. Becky donated quail turners for the Nurture Right 360, and her Etsy link is in the comment section. So that's very cool. And Verna just texted me and said, blue crap. Hold on. Yep. Blue Farm won the 9 o'clock hour giveaway. So Congratulations, you won 30 hatching eggs from Myshire Farm. You want to text me at 937-760-7282. And we'll get you taken care of. With all the computer issues tonight, I'll fix this iPad thing this week. I'm super sorry. Usually I don't lose comments. If you lost it, feel free to comment again. I will get to it before I get off on here. But thank you very much. And I'm very sorry for all the inconvenience. But congratulations to Blue Farm. Text me 937-760-7282. I'll be happy to get you taken care of either this week or next since I'm going out of town. But congratulations on the win. And great question. But yeah, Becky is donating the quail turners for the next couple of months for the Nurture Right 360 for the 1800 contest. So if you have a Nurture Right 360 and you need a quail egg turner, check out the link in the comments at 828 for the Etsy store for Becky. Autumn says, finishing up my hatch in the next day or so, then 30 more going into lockdown on Wednesday. Awesome. Best of luck and keep me posted on the hatches. Vams Smith says, I have 3 more weeks before my quail are old enough for me to sex correctly, at which point I will have to decide which males to keep and which to call. Are there certain traits you prefer in your males? It's a very good question. It really depends on... oh, I'm not worried about colors as I have a huge variety, thankfully. Then no. Then you want to look for strength, health, make sure eyes look good, just overall health, not really color or anything like that. But you're looking for weight, you're looking for, good sized legs, you're looking for a nice beak, you're looking for good eyes, just overall health. That's more important than anything else. I hope that answers your question. S.O. Swanson says, Becky's Etsy store name is Farming Bunker. Thank you very much, S.O. Swanson. I appreciate that. Summer Coleman says, summer, winter, autumn in this chat. Where's spring? There you go. Yeah, absolutely. We have had summer, winter, and autumn in here. That's super cool. Brandon says, by the way, I texted you, Zach. Awesome. I'll get to that probably tomorrow. Usually when I get off on here, I'm exhausted, usually. Let's see. Deb says, we're up to 133 likes. That's awesome. Keep it up. Thanks. Debsy says, are Jumbo Wild and Jumbo White Wing pretty much the same except for color? Yes, and size. Jumbo Wilds will always be a couple ounces larger than the Jumbo White Wings. Jumbo Wilds are by far the biggest, by far. But yeah, other than just the white, they're the same. Borge Vader says, when you process birds for meat, is there a taste difference from roosters and hens? No. But with hens, there will be some discoloration where they lay the eggs at the bottom because of pretty much the ink. The ink that they lay on the eggs, all the spots. So it'll be a little discolored, but it's fine to eat. And it just looks a little weird. But other than that, it doesn't taste any different. Summer Coleman says, cool, we got all the seasons covered. There you go. I don't think we have spring yet, but I'd like to. Summer says, if you breed Jumbo Wilds and Jumbo Whites, do you get Jumbo Tuxedos? Very good question, and eventually you could, yes. The start of it anyway, and we kind of talked about that earlier in the program, but yeah, the start of it. It'll take multiple generations. It's not Jumbo White and Jumbo Wild equal 50% tuxedo. That's not how that works, but you can start the process. So yes, absolutely, that's how that works. Lisa says, just wanted to let you know that my first set of eggs from you we had a hatch rate of 82%. My own hatch rate on the hens was 19 out of 21 hatch. Thanks for the great genes. That is awesome. Congratulations, Lisa. 82%. If you're still on, Lisa, what kind of eggs did you order? I'd love to know. That's awesome. Congratulations. 90% hatch rate. That is very cool, Lisa. Thanks, y'all. Winter says, my phone died on me. I'm back now just in time. There you go. Ooh. I'm sorry. Whew. Blue Farm says, thank you for explaining the 10% thing. Totally makes sense. We had no idea that was a thing. Sure. Yeah, the guy was very discouraged. Very discouraged. And I was like, okay, so I meant to bring it up before and I forgot about it. But hopefully that helps more than just one person out there. Doc says, Zach, is 1 cage, 5 tier from hatching time enough for a long-term breeding program, or will I need more cages, new blood? 5 tier, enough for a long-term breeding program. 5. Yeah, you could make that work. You could make that work. Sure, you can make that work. I would check out Winola Ranch though. Animal333 says, I've heard of fighting roosters being bred with roadrunners. Urban legend? Yes. Yes, it is. Is there no picture of the quail chicken breeding? I would not believe it. There was, but I'm pretty sure it was doctored. I just don't believe it. Do you ever get frizzle quail? We've had some. We've never bred for it, but we've had some. We've got a... No, I got rid of those. We don't have any right now. What vitamin should I give my birds, or where to get them? You really don't need to give them anything. They're pretty clean. They're off the floor. They're in cages. They do fine. If you want to give them stuff, you can give them electrolytes, which you can order off of Amazon or any box store, like Tractor Supply. Or what vitamin should I give my birds? So you can give them electrolytes and the water, or you can give them a rooster booster. But I don't really see any benefits of doing those except for it makes me feel better. But you could. I mean, those are 2 things that you could give them. They love greens, so give them some cucumbers from the garden or lettuce or stuff like that. They love that stuff. Jesse says, how do you tell the difference between chicks drowning in the egg and having too low humidity during lockdown? Whew. I'm really sorry. I wish I had a drink. Where am I at? I'm getting caught up. Okay, here we go. We're at 135 likes. Hit the like button, support channel. I greatly appreciate it. Jesse Brown says, how do you know the drowning in the egg or having too low humidity during lockdown? Very good question. Very good question. So if your humidity is too high, then you're drowning in the egg. But the reason why you increase humidity at lockdown is because you have to soften the egg. It's a very good question. You can kind of tell by holding the egg. If the egg is soft and the chicks die inside, it's because your humidity was way too high. If you had a fully formed chick that just didn't hatch, but the egg is still hard, like hard, then your humidity just wasn't high enough, because you have to soften the egg for that chick to break through. They're just not strong enough to do it on their own. So that's one way. You can also tell through the egg, like candling it or even breaking it open, but I really don't know how to describe it. I could show you. How would I describe that? So if you break them open and you see a fully formed chick and there's not a lot of liquid in there, then your humidity was too low. If you break it open and it seemed like maybe it almost fully formed, but not quite, it kind of looks deformed, but there's a ton of liquid, but looking at it, maybe I'll do a video on that. Kind of be a gross video, but pretty informative, actually. I'm sure people would hate it, but some people would find it different. I wrote that down for a video. I don't think it'll be for everybody, but it probably would be very beneficial to people. 849, Richard Brown says 129 likes, needed 1 more. We're at 136, so you guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you very much. Winter says, oh yeah, we seen that quail cage today, and it was really neat on the Newbies Quail page. Yeah, that was the one that Grafted... I'm assuming you're talking about the one that Grafted built. Yeah, it was super cool. Animal333 says, I've heard of Cornish hen chickens being able to hatch quail eggs. Is this true? Cornish hen chickens. I've heard people try before. The only success that I've seen is with bantams or silkies. Not saying that other people haven't done it, but as far as the feedback that I've gotten that people have tried it on hatching out their chickens has been from Silkies because they're amazing layers and they're small, and bantam chickens. Ryan Walsh says, hi from Colorado. I heard something about dry cleaning eggs. How's that work? I think sand is involved. It's not necessary, and I wouldn't do it. You really don't need to. It really is a big waste of time. Sorry. Kevin Stern says, how did you decide on working with Kalmbach on your feed? Well, because they're the only ones that came out and talked to me. We reached out to a bunch of different people, and they came from pretty far away, to be honest with you, and they had PhD doctors and scientists, literal scientists, show up and see our operation and talk to us and asked us exactly what we were wanting to do and getting our feedback, and we were asking them questions. They were just really helpful, to be honest with you. That's it. If somebody else would have contacted us, then that's it. So they were just interested, and they were very helpful. So we want to be loyal to them. Oh, I'm excited to see what's coming. Awesome. You will be. Nikki James says, last week we butchered our extra males. Every silver had a lot of fat, all approximately same age. Why would a color matter to fat content? It doesn't. It's not the color. It would be something else. But I would need a whole lot more information to try to figure that out. But I've never seen a color difference. I'm sure it would be something. I'd have to know all kinds of stuff. Katrina says, Zach, I think you need a music stand for reading the comments. Will save your neck. Yeah, that's a great idea. I think I'll get one of those. I think that would be very helpful to just do that. Kenneth says, did I miss that big announcement? We did at the very beginning of the video. Of course, I screwed it all up. But I fixed it. My hens cry every time they lay an egg. Interesting. Mine really don't. Rich Brown says, my biggest male is 11.5 ounces, but my females are 12 and up. Is that the norm for the males to be smaller? Yes, it is. That's a very good question. I'm going to turn you so I can kind of lean. Yes, that is normal. Hens are usually going to be larger. Males, a lot of people have a lot of answers for this. Long story short, really, the males just become mature faster. So the hens aren't produced. The males produce their stuff a whole lot younger than the hens start producing eggs, right? So they're still storing, so they're going to be a little bit bigger usually. Sometimes you'll get this massive male that's like 87 ounces, and you're like, King Kong, where'd you come from? What's going on here? But he always goes in the breeding program. Let's see. Donna says, White House on the Hill experiment with incubators. YouTube Teresa video. YouTuber Teresa video his incubator projects. There you go. White House on the Hill experiment with incubators. There you go. Thank you, Donna. Basics for Quail. Thank you very much for the thing, Verna. Winter says, Zach, so you can bred the sex-link female to the Pharaoh and get Jumbo Egyptian, Jumbo Pharaoh, and then you could change it up and get the sex-link skin. Yes, absolutely, that is correct. I'm so happy someone understands me. Thanks, Winter. High five. Yes, absolutely. That is correct. Craving stuff. Hello from Colorado. Can't wait to put my quail eggs into lockdown on Wednesday. Very cool. Best of luck to you, and keep us posted. Best of luck, though. Leo Wolf says, thank you for the Egyptian egg, Zach. One looked really weird, though. I put it in hope it hatches. This is Michelle. Welcome. Glad you're here. And I don't know what that means, but that's okay. Hopefully it hatches. That'd be cool. Keep me posted. Vam Smith says, can I feed my quail any veggies, scraps? Yep, anything except for citrus. Don't feed citrus. Just like chickens. Terry Cook says, I received my eggs and got them set yesterday. Cannot wait to see the surprise. Thanks again. Awesome. Best of luck to you. Keep me posted on that as well. Junie already knows the answer. Don't feed any citrus, but anything else goes. Absolutely. Kenneth says, Zach, will you have jumbo brown eggs in this week? I need to come see you Wednesday. I will not be here. I will be out of town, and I think the Jumbo Wilds are sold out until Saturday. Unless you're already on the list. You might have already contacted me and said tentatively you were coming. In that case, then you're part of that. I don't know. You'll have to contact me. I won't be here, so we'll have to set something else up. But George will be, Jenna will be, Dennis, Papa the Builder will be. Somebody will be here. I just won't be. I definitely won't be here Wednesday. I just don't know if I'm leaving Tuesday or Wednesday. I really want to read that right now, Verna, but I can't. Misty says, how do you enter the 18 under contest? Check out the video we did just the other day, but you will email Zach at myshirefarm.com. All that information's in the video I posted on Friday, but there's a lot of extra information you would want to know as far as how to enter, what exactly you'd want to do, because we get a lot of contestants. So yeah, make sure you check that video out. S. McKee says, where am I at? Oh, I'm not too far behind. I bought dried black soldier fly. Have been using the worms and I'm soaking them in hot water and putting them in the feeders. I'm sure they love that. We did that a couple times before. With our setup, it's not really realistic to keep doing, but yeah, I'd love to do it more. That's awesome. As Katrina says, why would you have avocado leftovers? You're doing it wrong. Yeah, my wife feels the same way. There is no avocado leftovers. As McKee says, half the birds won't touch them. The other half peck them, but are not sure what to do with them. That's funny. Winter says, LOL, the whole seasons are here. Absolutely. That's super cool. I don't know if that's ever happened before. Making history here on YouTube. Katrina says, making quail nachos for dinner tonight. Awesome. Very cool. Jumbo Wilds. Awesome. Thank you very much. Jumbo Wilds. I love it. Love it. Congratulations. 82%. McLeod Family Farm says, the eggs you sent us go into lockdown this Saturday. Can't wait to see what you sent us. Awesome. Best of luck to you. Oops. McLeod Family Farm says, the eggs you sent us go into lockdown this Saturday. Can't wait to see what you sent us. That is awesome. Congratulations and best of luck to you. And let me know what the hatch rate goes. How it goes. Borg Vader says, what does the 50 and over contest start? I want some eggs. It's coming. You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient, 50 and older people. And I don't think it's gonna be 50. I think it's 65 and older is what we're discussing. 50's too young. Just a kid. Someone donated, but I missed it. I don't know what happened. I'll see it in just a second. I don't know. There it is. McLeod Family Farm donated $5 to the 18 and under contest. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. That is super, super kind of you, and thank you very much. Going to a great cause. Apple cider vinegar in water helps raise immune. That's also true. That's a good point as well. Chad says, good night, gang. Have a wonderful week. Absolutely, you too. Thanks for showing up, Chad. Katrina's not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Can't forget the canned jalapenos. I don't think that's talking to me. Brandon Hall says, please start a video series on breeding program. It's tricky. Yeah. I think it would help. There's certain things that I don't want to give out. It's a good, I'm thinking about it. Clownbach is expensive, $10 more per bag, $20 plus shipping if not in your area. Well, luckily they are in our area, but they're great quality. I'm really happy with them. Misty says, at what age would be the best to call for the best meat? Well, they get fully mature at 10 weeks old. So you could butcher at 10. I like to butcher at 8. They're going to be a little bit smaller, but the cost to feed ratio for the extra weight is just not worth it. So I butcher mine at 8 weeks old. Foggy Forest Farm says, what is your technique for introducing males and females together without fighting? Very good question. I could go on to that. I do have a video on that that's called Introducing New Quail to an Existing Flock. But if you go to our website, myshirefarm.com, you go to the blog section on our website, Jenna wrote a fantastic article about how to introduce new quail to an existing flock. And, well, she's smarter than me in every aspect of life. So I would check that out. And then you can read through it. And if you have questions, my phone number is on the website. It's 937-760-7282. And I'll be happy to help. By the way, I'll be going out of, are you freaking serious. Oh, I'm caught up. Okay, I thought I lost comments again. I was gonna lose my crap. Um, by the way, I'm going out of town this week. If you haven't heard, feel like I've said it 1,000 times, but so text and emails will be delayed, but I will be doing a video on here, letting you know that I do have Bluetooth in my truck, and it's generic Bluetooth, but it works. It's going to be hard to hear me a little bit, but I can hear you, and you can probably make out what I'm saying. Anyways, I'll be doing a YouTube video saying that if you want to contact me, these are the times available, and I'll be answering phone calls the whole time. I usually answer between 50 to 75 phone calls during my trip, and it really seems to help people get specific questions out of the way. So I'll be doing something like that as well. So make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell, because I'll be posting the video as soon as I know what my route is and when exactly I'm going. Jasmine says, as always, enjoyed the live stream. Thanks for all you do for this community. Have safe travels this week, Zach. Gotta go. Good night. Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Leo Wolf says it was oblong in shape. Interesting. That's weird. Be cool if it hatches. Vams Smith says, awesome. Thank you so much for all the information. It's made our quail adventure much easier to navigate and enjoy. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And best of luck to you. If you need anything else, let me know. Grafter Branch says, got to go. Thanks, Zach. And all safe travels. Absolutely. Best of luck. Winter Taylor says, when you ship the auction eggs, do you email us and let us know when they ship or getting ready to Yes, Jenna will start working on labels tomorrow. We'll be shipping all this week. If you purchased, you want auctions, they'll be going out this week. You'll get a tracking number tomorrow. I don't know if it'll exactly go out tomorrow, but you'll get a tracking number tomorrow, most likely Tuesday. McLeod Family Farm donated $5 to the 18 and under contest. That was very kind of you. Thank you very much. Borg Vader says, I tried to free range my quail. What a bad idea that was, LOL. Yeah, they are bottom of the food chain. I mean, there's mice will eat them. They're just not smart, and they just don't have any protective skills, really. Yeah, they can't free range. Not well. Verna did put the introducing new quail to an existing flock YouTube video on there, but like I said, I would read it as well on the blog, because, well, Jenna's better than me. Everyday Oil Mommy says, just delivered my first balut order. Awesome. Great feedback on 12-day balut. Thank you, Zach. Complaint about $9 a dozen, though. They want $9 for 18. 50 cents. Still a good price. That's what I get. I wouldn't go below that. Yeah, I wouldn't go below that, but I'd take that. That's what I take. I mean, I do bulk orders, but that's what I take. I think that's a good price. Be nice if you got $9 a dozen. Yeah, that's a good price. I like the price. I get that price. I'm happy with that. You are in California, though, so you might want to be a little bit higher. What I would do, here's the thought. Everyday Oil Mommies. Hopefully you're still on there. That would suck, because I'm going to be talking to you for just a second, and then you're not even on here. That would be bad. But this is what I would do. I would still do $9 a dozen, but you said that this was your first balut order. So I would say I would do something like my first 5 accounts, and that's what I would consider it to be, because most likely they'll order again. My first 5 accounts will be my core accounts, and so I'm going to give you a better deal, but I need you to spread the word. So they're kind of, hey, I'll give you a better deal, but you got to get the word out there, kind of thing. So I would still advertise and sell them as $9 a dozen, but your first 5 core accounts, I would give in and do the $9 for 18 cents, just because of your area. But I could be wrong. I don't know your area very well. I think California, I think higher prices. That's all. And that's what I get. So I just think that you should get more than that, but I don't know. It's just a thought, is what I'm saying. Verna's on it. She needs a raise. Absolutely. James Willis says, how much apple cider vinegar do you put in a 5-gallon bucket? I don't know that off the top of my head. It's not a lot, but I would have to look. We have it written down, but I'd have to look. If somebody knows off the top of their head, that'd be great. Oh, thanks, Verna. You already did. Thank you for all the information, Zach. Absolutely, Katrina, and best of luck to you. You're doing a great job on your quail for profit. Leo Wolf says, what can I add to my water to prevent algae from growing in my water bucket that won't hurt the quail? Well, you could do vinegar. That'll help a little bit, but I really recommend you do everything black and food grade. So the tubing needs to be black because if you do the clear tubing, the light will get into it and that creates algae, such as the 5-gallon bucket. Go to Tractor Supply and get one of those rubber black food grade ones, and that does not grow algae. Winter Taylor says, thanks, Zach. I think when I know they coming, I'm going ahead and fire the baiters up this go around and try to do some things differently. There you go. Yeah, you'll be going out in the next couple of days, so I'd set it up tomorrow, let it run for a few days. Charles is in the house. Welcome. Vam Smith is in order to increase my quail weight, does it matter if you add a larger male or female or both? Well, you want to use the largest to the largest, absolutely. You're going to get more results using the largest male than you would the largest female. But obviously you want to use the largest for both, but male gets better results, if that makes sense. Arthur says, good evening, Zach and everyone. Do you ship to Jamaica? Just starting. Thanks and regards. Well, best of luck to you. And I am working on it. I'm getting somewhere. It's a lot of red tape, but we're filling out more stuff. We're doing more stuff. So soon. While we're waiting, Homestead says, good night. Have a great week, everyone. Safe travels this week, Zach. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ty Fig says, how often do you change out your breeder hens to improve your lines when developing a new color? Very good question. We switch out our males twice a year, every 6 months, and we switch out our hens once a year. Obviously, they're productive for much longer than that, but to have top quality for all of my customers, that's what we do here. So very good question. That is the last of the comments, and I am 2.5 hours in. Eventually, I'll get it down to an hour again. All right, everybody, thank you very much for showing up. Thank you for the $115 donations to the 18 and under contest. We've got some videos coming out for you this week. I don't know if they'll be on time. We've been posting Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, but I'll be out of town, so everything's going to be messed up this week, but we'll still be posting, so keep that in mind. And everybody have a great week. Stay tuned for the video, so in case you want to ask specific questions, you can call me this week on speaker, and I'll be happy to help. Until then, everybody stay safe. Have a great night. We'll see you.